live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former national champion and National Player of the Year. What a run for Jay Williams.
If you want to tell the fans more about my accolades, I'm not going to stop you, but I think the attention should be focused on the game this evening. Let's pay attention to the court.
Jay, these 10 players on the court are ready to go, and so are we. Stuffs it down with authority.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Jumper's good. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. To George. Paul George, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Rondo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Leonard to Beverly. Trying to cash in. Beverly's shot no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Clippers have got it. Patrick Beverly missed his first. That one goes.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
George, deep right corner. Beverly, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Paul George to Beverly. To Paul George. LeBron James snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
And easy too. Get back on defense.
To George. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Leonard to Beverly. Knocked loose. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Lobs it up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between 2 players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Can't connect from inside.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
George to Leonard. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Danny Green. Davis. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're a big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
Paul George. He's now 5 for 6.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Leonard. Oh, that's how it's done.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Time to shuffle things up.
Number 0, Kyle Kuzma. And number 7, JaVale McGee.
Leonard to Paul George. To Leonard. Swings it. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Clippers have the lead. First quarter down as we get ready to start the second. Boy, you talk about offensive efficiency. It was really high.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players would drive me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just going there.
Okay. Well, you win.
Here's a chance from long range, and he buries it.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
To Caldwell Pope. Paul George. To Beverly. Kyle Kuzma sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. Luke Walton making some changes on the court.
Number 23, LeBron James.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yes! Three-pointer is good.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
And look out.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Leonard. Over to the right side. Fires the 3. It's good for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Count the bucket for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Nice pass to set things up. George in a matchup with Boogie. Fights through traffic to slam it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys currently down by 13. Nothing going here on that drive. Passed it off. Paul George rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
2 minutes remaining in the
Leonard
second quarter.
goes to the left side. To Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Anthony Davis. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
DeMarcus Cousins tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
George to Williams. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lou Williams. Down low for Davis. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Williams. That no good. Off the mark. Beverly to George. Fires the 3. And the rebound taken in by Davis. And he's fouled. He's gone to the line for 2.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
First foul in the last 2 minutes.
LeBron James. Couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Strong finish for Paul George.
The assist from number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
And count the basket inside. Time expires to end the first half. The Clippers are out in front. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. George Well defended.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Even to Zubats. Swats it. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. George.
That's his first personal foul.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Second of 3 is good. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Won't go down. To Paul George. Leonard. To George. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. George drills the 3.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
To Cousins. Free throws coming up.
And the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. To Leonard. From long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Leonard. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And Cousins throwing it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 23, Louis Williams. Into the game for Los Angeles. Number 0.
Leonard hits it, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Clippers have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
LBJ with it. 4-3. Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Leonard, deep left corner. George knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
Anthony Davis.
Hey, check up, let's go.
To Danny Green. Has a look. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
The assist from number 13.
It's James. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. George, he's been dialed in from long distance.